The St. John's Choir is getting ready to take a very exciting trip, and we invite you to consider joining us. The trip will begin in Scotland. We'll be flying to Edinburgh. Queen Elizabeth was very fond of this city, and for good reason. It's one of the most beautiful cities in all of the British Isles. On Sunday, during our Edinburgh time, the choir will be singing services at St. Mary's Cathedral, and that will begin the choral portion of the trip. The following day, we will travel down to Durham for the choir to begin the residency. Durham Cathedral has long been a site of pilgrimage dating back well into the Middle Ages. England's most famous saint, St. Cuthbert, lived on Holy Island, Lindisfarne, off the coast. When Viking raids made the community's life there unbearable, they brought St. Cuthbert's relics, his remains, with them inland and re-established a Benedictine monastery on the banks of the River Wear. And that is what we now know as Durham Cathedral. Fun fact, Durham Cathedral was one of the principal filming sites for the first two Harry Potter films, where it stood in for Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. In the Church of England, in the cathedrals and in the collegiate chapels, it is customary for them to gather for daily prayer. And in the evening, they will have that evening prayer sung, evensong, every day of the week, all through the year. In England, these choirs are primarily professional musicians, and they don't get a whole lot of time off. So it's become customary over the past 50 or so years that the choir will take some time off during the summer, and American choirs will come and fill in to give them a chance to continue that tradition while still giving those musicians some well-earned rest. While we are in Durham, we will be singing evensong every day in the afternoon. And in a sense, our choir will become the choir of Durham Cathedral. Many of the choir members feel so much more connected with our tradition once they have experienced that for themselves. Here are a few thoughts that some of them have had about that experience.
We're getting to sing these prayers that have been sung in this space for over 1,000 years easily. And to get to enter into that tradition and feel like we're a part of it is more than anybody could ever ask for.
The pilgrims also participate in that by attending and being able to have that structure for their week, and it gives them a chance to have a spiritual pilgrimage as well. Here are a few thoughts from some pilgrims that have visited with us in the Bristol and Ely trips.
I'm Josh Wolf, and I was lucky enough to go on the Ely trip with our whole family this summer. I was really impacted by the thought of continuity with sort of our long Christian tradition and even our Anglican/Episcopal tradition, by being in Ely and being able to worship, particularly evensong, in a way that folks have done for hundreds of years. And you know that tradition's there, but you don't really. It was really impactful to kind of feel it in such an old church where people have been worshiping in the same way for hundreds of years.
I'm Susan Crabtree, and I'm on this spiritual journey here with the choir from St. John's, and it's been magnificent. We've had wonderful food, wonderful museums, and the singing has been incredible. You can just feel the spirit among all the people in this magnificent city.
We really appreciate and value the support that the entire cathedral community gives to the choir throughout the year, but especially during these times of our pilgrimage to England. And we certainly hope that you will consider supporting us financially, but even more, we hope that you will consider joining us. It's a wonderful trip, and it's a wonderful time for us to bond with members of the cathedral community outside the music program. You may speak with myself, with Unjin Choi, or with Whitney Ross if you would like more details. We need 25 of you to come. Please join us. We need 25, just 25.